Right, so plan. Right along the beach, head into the city. From the city, head up into the mountains, to the villages. So basically, hopefully you can see this. It's the beach. They say top 10 in the world, you know. Probably voted by the Vietnamese government. Let's see. So in the distance, the mountain on the top, that's where I'm going. That's about 50 kilometers away. Now, one good thing about this city is you're not allowed to build hotels along the beach. They say no bikes along here, but the actual sign doesn't say that, so I always argue. I've ridden the bike along there in the sand, which has been great, really good fun. A lot of exercise, I tell you now, too much. But yeah, it's good to laugh. Used to do it in the mornings, it's too hot in the afternoons. Filled with mostly Russians. And then in the mornings and in the late nights, just before sunset, it's Vietnamese. They come down every morning, thousands of them. They'll do their exercises, swim, take the kids, grandmother takes the kids down. Really nice. So, Hung Ba is where I'm going. Waterfalls, lakes, forests. Right across the road in Vietnam, just walk straight out. Like that. Easy. The bike is running really smooth. I mean, really smooth. Can't even feel any of this weight on the bike. And that's a lot of thanks to a warm showers guest who arrived a couple of weeks ago and asked him to have a look at the bike. He's kind of a mechanic, and you know, had a couple little things. Spoke was loose, brake disc was rubbing. He done a few tweaks and that was it. Smooth as anything, as good as the day I bought it. Come up to almost 2 years for this baby. So feels well balanced, even with the foot on the front. Sorry, my fat ass in the back. It's a tourist area I'm into. Then you go to friends in the new dive centre. I'll do a little bit of marketing. Hello! Where's Glenn? Is he teaching?
How are you?
I'm good.
It's the instructor's exam now.
Ah, okay.
She's gonna finish in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Just park your bike. How is life?
Good, good.
Ready to go somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the mountain. Got out of the city of Nine Trang. population 700,000, and one of the reasons why I'm going out bikepacking tonight to the mountains to Humba is because, as you can see, all this clouds coming round. There's a heavy storm coming in tonight, and I love camping in the rain, love it. So how can you tell you're going out of a city in Vietnam? Because the big sign straight in front of you has a line for it telling you end of city. So this was what I talk about rain. Awesome. So come over here, get a cup of coffee, chill, relax. And it's a great opportunity to test out Shard Passes new jacket. So just going to leave this running. You see the cool rain. What's going to be amazing is later I'm going to set up my hammock and the tarp, and this is it on for the rest of the night. Awesome. Okay, I have found a place to crash. Oh, and also found here, right? Bike is over there, which is complete blackness, nothing can be seen. Oh, that's my host. So I'll put it on here because we've got light. Basically, what's happened is pouring down rain. Pulled over to a little place, and the guy felt sorry for me and said, listen, if you want to stay here, that's okay, in broken English, which wasn't even English, but got the gist. So I've had a few beers. I've got a beautiful place, I mean amazing place to crash, and when you guys see it in the morning you won't believe it. It's right on the water, huge river, which you can hear in the background, and he offered me a hammock and he offered me a few other things. Fucking amazing, I'll be honest, man. It's just really amazing place. And also this guy has got a real bad limp, so every time I order a beer I feel bad. So kind of broken English. He got injured, not in the war, this is like 10 years later after the war. He basically got hit by shrapnel from leftover mines. Really friendly, really friendly. Okay, she's all set up. This is the Whippy Sling. It's basically an all-in-one system, which I really like. Okay, it touches my hammock, I don't lose anything. I don't have to do any prusset knots, I don't have to do any togs, whatever, right? Comes down, so basically rain, if rain hits here, it gets dispersed there, comes down, drops down there, then it hits a ring, if it's even any rain left. So technically it stays dry. These are my C-Packs dry bags, one for the hammock, or sorry, not hammock, one is for the underquilt. The other one is for my compression wear, which I'm wearing now, you know, just put on the leggings. And this little baby is my pillow. Then I have this thing that Sign made me, Vietnamese girl. Waterproof zipper. I put my wallet and I put my phone in there, and I put my watch in there at night time. Now this is my underhang, but I made it much more tighter tonight. I want a lot of air circulation because my shorts are wet from the ride. Then I got a mosquito net, which Sang also made me. This is a Grand Trunk Nano. It weighs like 7 ounces, but with the Whippy Sling, replacement of their straps and etc., it weighs about 9 ounces. So custom made mosquito net. Now, I'm one of these lucky guys that actually don't get touched by mosquitoes. The reason I have it is the last time I done a trip, I parked under a tree, and what happened was I woke up, my whole face was blue. Oh, cool. Check it out. Beautiful. So I woke up and my whole face was blue because I parked under a blueberry tree or whatever it may be, but I woke up with my whole face blue. So this stops anything dropping on my head. Now, normally I would sleep this end, okay, alright. I don't need them, as I say, I don't need a mosquito net, but it stops anything dropping on your head. And then continue on, all-in-one system. So basically water cannot run down it, you know, and it's connected to the tarp so I don't lose anything. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't interested in whoopee slings, because I've seen them doing togs and I've seen them doing a few other things. So bike is all there with padlock on it, and tomorrow morning you're going to see a most amazing view where I am. Okay, it is just badass. And Spin, my friend from Utah, not the United States, but Utah. Okay, you know this place. We had a few beers here a couple of years ago. So, and hopefully you're back out again. We'll go for another bike ride. So, cool. Really disappointed about the Z-Bax tarp bag. I'm really disappointed by that. I mean, I'm trying to cover my ass, like, you know, but I'm gonna have to switch them out and go Z-Bax dry bags. I just thought they would have kept it dry, but lesson learned. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go to sleep. See you in the morning. Okay, so that's where I was having a few beers last night, and this is where I ended up. Tina and Joe, friends of mine from the United States who do a lot of bikepacking and rafting. This one's for you guys. This is my little spot. And imagine pack rafting down this. Ducks. They're amazing. There's a boulder beside me. So I'm just going to go over my gear. I'm not sure how good the video went last night because a few beers and pitch black. So first thing, this is I wasn't really interested in whipping slings, okay. I was actually completely against them. I didn't want to have toggles, and I didn't want to have, you know, tying certain knots and stuff like this here, especially at night time. I wanted something that was connected to the hammock, and lucky enough, Whippy Sling actually makes something. It's called the all-in-one system. So the strap, carabiner is attached. The Whippy Sling itself, all the way down, comes with a ring, and you just feed it through your hammock. So this is really good because if it rains, beforehand I had straps. I've had like 3 or 4 different setups. Anybody with a Henderson, you can do a lot of mods with a Henderson. They stretch pretty bad. You adjust them, you get into them, and then you got to get out. And these things do not stretch at all. They're just like perfect. So basically, water would run down. First line of defense is here. Second is here. This hangs just down normally, okay. Runs along, hits the ring, and no chance of getting past the ring. And down to here. Then what I've got on it also, I have a ridgeline, Whippy Sling ridgeline, right along. Sang made me this little bag. I put my phone in and glasses in at night time, okay. And put a net on it, just a quarter net just to cover my face. The reason why is I don't get bit by mosquitoes, they don't bother me, I'm pretty lucky. But what it is one time I was camping under a tree and didn't put up a tarp, and it's nice and sunny, and woke up, my face was all covered in blueberries or whatever it may be. They kept landing on my face, so let's just text it. Continue on up. I have a little level. Tells you what angle you're supposed to be at. If it's in the middle, it's actually 30 degrees, so I'm way off. And continue back up to the all-in-one with these things. And look at this place. It is beautiful. So I say my plan was to get further up the river there. There's some really good camp spots, but unfortunately, what do you call it? The pathway, which is like a, I don't know, 50-meter decline or 50 feet decline, was just a river. So there was no way of getting the bike down or me down and then climb over some rocks. So ended up here, which isn't bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, a little restaurant, and then start to head back. A few lessons learned. Definitely keep the hammock in a C-Pack's dry bag, not in their little hammock sleeve thing, which was a mistake. Sleep otherwise last night was pretty comfortable. Would have been better, as I say, I'm really against using air mattress inside the hammock. It really kind of defeats the purpose. So for last night, for me, I was tossing and turning a bit, woke up one or two cold spots because the mattress had came off from under me. I don't have that problem with the underquilt, but last night I didn't want to use the underquilt because my hammock was wet. Technically, maybe I should have still went ahead and used it, just like a pair of socks at the bottom of your sleeping bag. The hammock would have dried out, which it did eventually anyway with this. So I've got to check my GoPro. I'm hoping it's just the battery's dead, but I had it covered and it's not working. I'm hoping it's a battery. I'll just keep it open like that all the way home. Hopefully it dries out. Or if not, it's going in a bag of rice, the old bag of rice trip. Okay, so last view. I'll start packing. Okay, I'm all packed, so bike's all packed. Couple lessons learned. Okay, I gotta have my rain gear available, and I can't keep it in a seat post bag. As soon as I take anything out of the seat post bag, you lose the stability of it. So the weight of the solar panel on the laptop was rubbing against the tire at one point last night. So solution is I'm going to basically get rid of my MacBook Air, pick up a new iPhone 7, but I'm going to wait until the light-proof case comes out. I've learned a lot, what do you call it, by having my iPhone not in the case. I've broken them so many times. So ever since I've had light-proof cases, I don't break them. So laptop will be replaced, so it will save a lot of weight. I just got to figure out, and because I'm going to be removing the laptop, I might be able to get the rain jacket in triangle pocket. Also, I have a tarp tent. I've always been in two minds about taking my tarp tent. It's very, very good tent, and I love it. But after last night's sleeping in the hammock, it just reassured me that I'm definitely a hammock camper 100%. If I was sleeping on the ground last night in the rain, it would have been just crazy. Now I'm expecting to do Kakistan, and I know there's no trees up there, so what I'll do is I'll use my tarp from my hammock, and I'll use my bivy bag. So there we'll save at least 1 kilo and give me a lot more space. Also, I've got to figure out a few things with space management. There's no point of packing everything in into the space. I should have a lot of, I should now focus on having at least 5 litres, maybe 10 litres of space on that bike somewhere, so I've got to cut back on some stuff, and I'll work on that. Clouds are moving in. I've changed, I kept my compression wear on in dry clothes. Well, my fault yesterday was basically what I did was I seen it starting to rain and I didn't stop and put on my rain gear. I just thought, oh, it's going to be okay, it's just going to be a light little shower, the way it is in Asia, because I wasn't expecting a heavy rain until later, but ended up being heavy rain. So completely drenched. Then I got the shower pass on, what do you call it, I was basically putting that over wet clothes, so that didn't really help. But hey, couple lessons, so I'm finding it and getting it there, I'm getting the tuning. Yeah, but laptop definitely going. iPhone 7, do all my video editing. Cut probably back on Facebook as well, and just use Instagram and YouTube. And some little ducks going by. Oh, I think they're ducks. Now, Spin, if you're watching this, it's made from America, well, Utah. So this is the place we went for a few beers a few years ago, and look at it. All the stones, beautiful rocks out there are completely covered. Alright.